We play.
We fight.
We conquer.
Welcome back to the Freak Show. I'm your host, Bumpy McSquigums, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we continue with our adventures in the Heroes Chronicles series, the Masters of the Elements, and yeah, let's get into it. Tarnum must face down his own prejudice against magic and become a wizard if he has any chance of saving the world from the destructive elemental lords. That's the overall campaign. And now we're going to be walking on clouds, apparently. Let's see. Tarnum must defeat the armies of the Lord of Air. Tarnum and all the heroes will be limited to level 12. Tarnum and the two best captains will transfer to the next scenario with all of their skills, spells, and experience. The Orb of Firmament will transfer to the rest of the scenarios as well. So they will keep their skills and spells and experience, but they don't keep any of their equipment other than whatever the Orb of Firmament is. Alright, I'm going to go with the Lookout Tower. I am going to max the difficulty and hope that's a smart thing. I don't know. I feel like it is. I feel like it's something I can do, but we'll see. And let us begin. There'll be an opening video. There it is.
Why wait for the elemental lords to come to him? That's what Tarnum must have been thinking when he decided to take the battle to the elemental planes. Even though he looked like a wizard, he still had the heart of a barbarian.
The heart of a barbarian. I know it well. So, funny thing, I was rewatching the last episode, it was episode 2 of this. I think it was episode 2. And it was 5 years ago, however long specifically, I don't know, but 5 years ago was the last episode of this. And don't worry, I'm gonna try to breeze through and finish this up, but so I was listening and I was watching it, and certain things are happening, and I was like, I would say it's this, and then I would say this, and I'm like, oh, yep, no, okay, exactly the same mind, right? Like my 5 years ago self and my current self, same exact thought processes, saying the same exact stuff. I went over to attack something, and I'm like, meh, and then I literally did the same thing in the video. I was like, okay, yep, no, I'm the same person. I've not grown up at all. It's great. Alright, Boss Solo found a book in the Conflux library that reveals the way to the elemental plane of air. So, we've come to this impossibly tall mountain range to find the gateway to the clouds. They've also brought some items with us, or we also brought some items with us from the Conflux that will allow us to pass into the Air Lord's land to defeat him. However, the thought of walking on the clouds still frightens me. What if these wizards are wrong? What if we fall through? It's fair. So we have Tarnum, we have Rissa, and we have Solmir. Alright, well, I think I'm going to grab good old Solomon Grundy here. And I am going to... Excellent, fine, Lord. These gloves will help your heroes move farther on the snowy terrain. So saith Hamaros, as you pull the equestrian gloves from the snow. Where on the hands, gloves increase your hero's movement rate over land. We're going to be passing this stuff off to other people. Alright. Solomon Grundy gets to keep whatever he wants to keep here. We're going to pass those off to you. We're going to pass the glovey gloves over to you as well. Then I guess good old Solo's going to come over here. Rissa's going to step over here and just kind of pass everything off to you now. Not sure why all of our guys are like, let's group up randomly for no apparent reason. So put him at the end. That seems like a thing I'd want to do. We have 0 resources other than some wood, or yeah, some wood that we picked up, some lumber. It's fine. Can't really build anything with just lumber. We protect this ore pit for our master, the Lord of Air. No one shall have it. I feel like I'm gonna have it though. Yay, we go first. We're gonna hurt this guy real bad. Okay, I may have oversold it a little bit. That was not as impressive or powerful as I was assuming it would be. Alright. did that. Okay, that was it. Alright, I'm pretty sure I just kill him, right? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, cool. So we got through that. I'm going to have Rissa try to pick all that up. Yep, Sawmill, Lord of Air, got it. Oh, that's nasty. I don't like that. We do get to go first. And we're plopping out some haste right away, which is nice. I think we might only know haste, but you know what? That's cool with me. You know, let's wait. And then you can waddle down here. And these guys should be like, "Meh, we are the Lords of Air." Are you, though? It feels like you're more like the Lords of slightly too slow. It was like you would expect them to move faster being made of air and everything, but I digress. Alright, I was at least able to grab that, which is pretty sweet. And then, is she good enough to reach? She is. Very nice. Alright, we may actually be able to build something. Let's see if we can, we can't quite make it in there, but, nope, still can't. Oh, we don't have any money. Yeah, money's kind of an important factor when you're trying to build up stuff. I know, shocking to be sure. In a recent letter, King Magnus stated his concern that we might not be able to contact him after we pass into the elemental plane of air, or that we might not even be able to come back. He suggested I remain here and wait for the elemental lords, but I refused. The elemental lords won't be expecting an attack, which is exactly why I'm doing it. Why give them time to build the army they want? It's kind of a valid point. Unfortunately, Magnus hasn't been able to get the genies to join me as I requested. As creatures of the plane of air, they can't or won't take part in any aggression against the Air Lord. So much for extra troops. I'll just have to make do with what I have. Okay, it's a new turn. We'll let Solomon Grundy do something here in a minute. I am going to go ahead. We're going to get money right now because we broke. We po-folk, as they say. I can't reach anything. Alright, Tarnum can get to the lean too. We can snag up a little bit of money here. I do want to go in there and get stuff, so it's kind of going to be the play that I do. Rissa, I don't know what you're going to do, girl, but you got to do something. I think we might have to... We might have to start securing funds early. I mean, I always prefer to get a little bit of troops going first, but we might not have that option. We might have to just go out and do stuff. Alright, Rissa, I'm going to have you just try to gather up some more resources in hopes that it does something cool for us. I'll grab this from you. I can't get to that without a battle. Can Rissa get this? She can. Oops. Let's grab this and this. Then this. Yeah, we'll recruit some gremlins, rather. Sure. Okay. That's cool. The miller works for us now. Maha! Haste us up, buddy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's not quite enough. But it was close, by golly. I'm going to try to zap him with air. A little air conditioning for him. Alright, do we have enough? We do not. This is going to suck. It wasn't that bad. I can accept that and move on. Alright, Rissa, you go and you deal with the miller and all that. 500 monies. Take it. I don't want to, but I think I have to. Yeah, we need gold. It's not really how I want to start this off, but... Oh, we got bless. Alright, well... I think that still works for us. Okay, so the haste really did do some heavy lifting. That's good to know. I just thought that the air elemental guys were just slow boys, but no, there was some heavy lifting done. Yeah, we got to get the gold mine going. Again, we need some securation of funds in some capacity. All right, we're gonna head down here. I don't know what to do with you, man. There's a lightning thing here. You come upon the remains of a small hut, which was clearly destroyed by a very large bolt of lightning. Sifting through the debris, you find an undamaged pendant that seems to tingle in your hand. We're immune to lightning and chain lightning. Ooh, the amulet of negativity. It's my kind of amulet. I'm kidding. It's fine. All right. I mean, we're going to go with the workshop. Not a tremendously huge amount of options there for us, but that's fine. What are we going to do with you? Probably send you up that way to do something. Boss Solar left today to search for the gateway to the clouds. He's decided his magical talent would be best used to, or be used as a scout. Plus, he wants the freedom to study the elemental planes without interruption. I think he left because he realized I was close to removing his head from his body. As I saw him right away, I smiled. Now, if I could only rid my army of the rest of the wizards. He does seem to have a particular disdain for wizards for some reason. You know, I know Tarnum's just gonna do things, right? Like, I know he's got this. And that's cool and all. But that doesn't mean that the others can't also benefit from all of our hard work. You know what I mean? So, why don't we let Solimer over here to go and do battle with these guys? We're probably going to end up losing someone. It's not as helpful as you might think it is. Oh my god, we have chain lightning. Well, then I'm doing that. Okay, I was wrong. We were totally fine. We were totally fine. 2,000 cash monies. I'm going to take a peek. I don't know what's going on over here. But we'll figure it out. Rissa's going to go and recruit some magi, apparently. I think maybe we build a building before we do any more stuff like that. We have the parapet, the golem factory. The altar of wishes can't be built yet. But it's there. Additional gems. I'm going to go again with securing a little bit of the economy right now. We have a lot of the buildings that are just already built that we can gather troops from. And while that's not an exact, one-to-one substitution, it does help more than you might think. And it does allow us to, as I said, get our... Oh. Great battle, Lord Tarnum, Boss Solar says. It does allow us to get our economy a little more secure before having to get troops right away. Stepping out from the trees. Leave it up to that weasel to wait until after the fight to step forward. King Magnus has chosen his leader well. However, you should visit the Marletto Tower to learn what they have to offer. Every little bit counts, eh? Indubitably. Alright, we got ourselves some defense. Got some of that defense over there. Yeah, I'll probably do that. I don't think I need the trading post right now, though. So, alright, let's go do battle with you. You will never have the Lord of Air's Callista. Oh, give us haste. Yeah, well, I'll take it. I'm guns to wait. Guns to blast. I don't want to hit him with another chain lightning. That feels like overkill. Oh, that went a little bit better than I anticipated. Alright. Do that. I was going to snag this up. That's fine. Is there any reason for Tarnum to go over there other than to get the stuff? I don't think so. I think I'll kind of hang out around here. We're going to go to the parapet, get some stone gargies. Get the rest of the magi that we weren't able to pick up. Grab some gems. I am not positive or confident in my ability to slaughter you, but I suppose we'll figure it out next turn. Parapet is going to get upgraded. I think we're doing okay. I know Tarnum has a little bit of movement left. Alright, gonna snag this, gonna snag this, gonna tag that. Gonna come over here. Wow, that is just the most abysmal amount of movement I have ever seen. I mean, the snow is apparently not doing us any favors. To be fair. Alright. Gathering up the forces. We got a stew to bake over here. Alright. And we're gonna give it a shot. Yep. The gems are for the Lord of Bear. I hope she's got some good spells, because if she doesn't, we in trouble. We might still be in trouble because we don't have haste. I mean, I think we still win no matter what, but I could be completely wrong here. Little less impressive than I was hoping. Yeah, I mean, I knew this was coming. I knew that was coming as well. Alright, can I magic you down? I can. Can I magic you down? I can. Alright, and we knew this is how this was going to end. We knew from the beginning how it was going to end. Wah. See, that's a noise. The wah. That's exactly it. We could get basic water magic. I don't remember. What did I want from water magic? I know there was some... I think it's primarily what I like to run is earth and air. And for different reasons. If I want to close the distance, I want to have air for haste. If I want to sit back and do damage, I want to have slow so they can't get to me. I don't remember if there was an advantage to getting water or not, but you know what? We're here. Might as well get it. I mean, I'm sure there's not a disadvantage to getting water, so we'll snag that up and continue. Floating around the tome of air magic are lots of genies, hordes of storm elementals. One of your men stops to count the exact number and discovers there are at least 30 genies and 80 storm elementals. It may be wise to ensure you have enough troops to take the force on a force such as this. That tome must be very valuable. Yeah, I'm not going to touch that thing. Not for a while anyway. That's going to be a little bit outside of our purview for you know, it's a small amount of time. Can we do anything? We can get our golem factory. What does this do? Okay, that's okay. I got you. I got you. Our money is not as secure as I'd like, but we're close. You know, I've been receiving letters all week from the wizards and mages under my command thanking me for building a mages guild. It's almost embarrassing the way they go on. It's fair. That is fair. All right, so we are ready to go about our business and do some damage or something. I don't know what's happening. So far away. All right, Solomon Grundy, come over here and do this. Yay, defense. Go up there. Yep, you're gonna come down here. Feels about right. We'll go back over here. I want to do so many things. I think what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to hit the Citadel up. Which will allow us to get a little bit more of the old troops to come forth and declare themselves as the astrologers proclaim the week of the dog. Which many knows is the greatest week of all time. What? I'm not sure. All right, we got to get out of this water area, man. Or, sorry, the snow area. It is just murdering our maneuverability. It is rough in here. All right. Yep. 1,000 experience. I will take it. Cool. Resources. And more stuff. There's even a fire down here burning. Keep us warm. I'm going to save up. Regardless of whatever else comes our way. Maybe that might entice me. But probably not. Do we have a merchant guild thingy? A market? Tavern, blacksmith. Oh, we have a blacksmith, do we? Anyway, I'd like to save up to get the capital. was a library, blacksmith. Am I just wrong in thinking that there's supposed to be a marketplace? Alright, well, I don't know. I thought I knew. Apparently, no. Apparently, they don't have marketplaces. That is fine. It had been so long since I heard from Ba Solar that I was beginning to wonder if he might be dead. No such luck. He's not only alive and well, but he discovered another tower. It's old and a little run down, but many of the buildings are still intact. He found the creatures that dwell there to be rude and stubborn. They wouldn't join him, nor did they have any interest in battling the Air Lord. They can't all be that bad if they didn't like Bar Solar. According to Bar Solar's crudely drawn map, the tower is far to the east and slightly north of my own town. Yeah, that is kind of on our to approach list, I suppose. Yeah, I'd like to recruit the Magi, which again is setting us back, if I'm being honest. Alright, we're gonna go take a peek up here, I guess. Can I grab that? I can. 2,000 monies. It's not too bad. You're gonna go there. I'm gonna have you just sit here and chill, though. Again, I want the 10,000 for this. So, I have to be slightly greedy. Or maybe incredibly greedy at this point. I'm not sure if it's incredible greed. Oh, come on. Wait, what's wrong? Oh, we need the castle first? Oh. I'm dumb. Do we, though? Yeah, I could have sworn we could have a capital without a castle. Well, I suppose I was wrong. Alright, there's a Lady Bird of Luck. Yep. An old witch seems to have been expecting you and hands over a small statue and departs, never having said a single word. That's the best kind of conversation. Eh? Some would say it's not a conversation at all. They would be correct, but also wrong in every sense of the word. Alright, I think we could probably take that. I'm not going to right now. I'm going to head over there. We're just going to leave Blue down hanging out, doing what Blue do. Oh, I didn't have to engage them. Well, I didn't engage them, so here we are. Oh, okay, we hit them with a slow, which is a thing that definitely happened. Dead. Yeah. Alright, cool. Grab that. Get down there, get that. What are we looking at up here? Yes. I guess I'm going to go with advanced offense, even though it's not really something that I want. Chemical lab. Looks pretty good, but I don't want to take that fight. Hey, look at that. And then that's going to teleport me back down to where we were at before. We're making pretty good headway. We're, I wouldn't say almost out of time, but we're almost out of time. But you just said you weren't going to... Shut up. Don't analyze my threat, Sean. Sorry. Still not 10,000. Don't really want basic water magic, but I guess I'm going that route. Well, poo balls. 2,000 monies, and with that, paychecks confirmed, or secured, or something. Swooping down from the clouds, lots of air and storm elementals. They scream battle cries and surround you, forcing a fight. Oh yeah, there's no way we win that. See, that's not cool, man. I did forget that random, just out of nowhere things could happen. So that, I guess that's on me. I'm probably gonna have to flee, which sucks. We were doing fine. Arguably. We were arguably doing fine. Ooh, high luck. Alright. That wasn't enough. Are you serious? I think I'm gonna head up here and just smack you like that. It wasn't quite enough. I need to make sure I don't actually die with my units. Like, I feel like there might be a world where we can definitely survive this, but... Oops. But I can't hit spacebar on accident like that if I want that to actually be a reality. That was kind of a oopsie moment. Uh-oh. No, I guess there isn't a world. Alright, well, we're going to have to retreat. I could surrender, but there's no hero to surrender, so it's just going to be a retreat. Yeah. Color me annoyed. That's really annoying because we lost all those magi, too. It's like doubly annoying. We do have a tavern, though. We can't afford to get you back yet, but we will next turn, I think. Sounds viable. Dumb Bumpy is dumb. Tavern is here. That's Rissa? Yeah, come back, Rissa. She's like, I'm so sorry, man. Yeah, I know. I did dumb stuff. It's my, well, it is my fault. I did do dumb stuff, but the real problem wasn't that. The problem was, oh my god, there's 22 of these. Also a problem. The problem was less that I did that, and more that it's hard to know that you can't do something when there's no visible indicators that you can't do the thing. So that made it very challenging. I assumed, and I was correct. Alright. Alright, we got this. The arena... Obviously, we want the attack. We are barbarians at heart. Oh, now we gotta figure out what we're gonna do with Arissa and crew. I guess you're gonna go over there. Rissa can probably start gathering troops. Don't know that I want to. I think I'm gonna leave the troops alone. Everything is kind of secure at this point, so really we just need to do things. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do things. That's the plan. As a very, very specific as that is, we're going to do things. Alright. Tarnum, sir. You have more things that you must do yourself. We really need our mage guild going, though. Because, again, we are wizards. And I know this is going to be a shock to many of you, but wizards, they need spells. I know, I too am surprised. We do have the mage guild, but we don't have enough of something. I could do the resource silo. It's very expensive and don't want to do that right now. I'm going to go ahead and get that. And we're going to end the turn. Week of the Condor. This is easy enough for us. I think we'll finish up this turn and finish up the episode. Again, minor setback. I'm going to try to live with my mistakes as much as I can and hope that that's good. Yeah, I mean, that seemed fine. Tarnum should be able to kind of mop the floor with most things at this point. Prepare air... Oh, boy, this will be a little bit worse. I need to get more spells on Tarnum, too. That's the other issue. What is that? I don't even think that's going to hurt them, is it? Alright, I wish she could go quicker. I mean, we're going to lose a whole bunch of gremlins, but I guess that's fine. I'm just going to defend. I feel like there was a smarter play than what I did there, but that's okay. This is kind of working. Alright, defend, and I think that's enough? Yeah, that's enough. I know, I think they're resistant to spells, or maybe the obsidian gargoyles are or something. Oh, okay, cool, you cast Cure. That's so helpful. Thanks for that. I'll take it. We'll go with the water magic. Whole bunch of stuff up there. I think I'm going to leave that for our other people to do. I don't know that there's an enemy hero anywhere. I mean, I'm sure there has to be somewhere, but I don't know where. I'll get expert wisdom on him. Marissa's going to grab this. She can come down here and snag this. She's going to go here or there or somewhere. It's going to be fine. What are we missing? We're just missing sulfur. We were about to get it when we got ambushed too, which is, again, just the worst. It's the worst of all worlds. Alright, we're going to break off the episode here. In the next episode, Tarnum's going to go through the Portal of Destiny. Go back, maybe? Tarnum is not going to go through the Portal of Destiny. He's going to come down here and try his luck against those things that ambushed us. I don't know that it's still there, or if we trigger the ambush and it's gone, or whatever the case is. But Tarnum should have enough oomph to actually do it. Also, before we do that, can't I upgrade these guys right here? I think so, yeah. I mean, obviously we can, but I was like, I think that's a thing, but it's expensive if I recall correctly. So, yeah. Anyhow, we're going to go down there. We're going to secure this so we can start building all the rest of the buildings that we're supposed to be able to build already. And then we're going to come back. We're going to go here and go from there. Or, since we're going to be right here, there's a good chance that the town thing, the other Spire town, is going to be like right here. So, we may just take that town. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, folks, that's it for now. Until the very next episode, I've been your host, Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you so much for stopping by the Freak Show. We play, we fight, we conquer.